Good evening, everyone. First, I must say I'm really, really honored to be here. This is my first time. First time in Ethiopia, which is, a land of many histories. We all dream to come here one day, and I'm here, so I'm ready to explore. Second, I'm really honored to be here on the API and on the, His Excellency, Mr. Sise, and I want to thank him for this initiative. It has been a big challenge for me coming back. I've been out in Europe and in the United States. I've been away for over 20 years from Africa. And I'm a very, what I wrote today on my statement, I'm a very strong African woman. And I don't I don't hesitate to show that. I've been in Europe. I own my businesses in Europe. I faced adversities. I took the first European to court for calling me black, and she was locked up for 15 days. I'm not proud of it, but I just feel that as an African woman, I don't have to always prove myself. So from Europe, I moved to the United States. I had to do more proving because I had an office on the Prudential Building on Michigan Avenue, which everyone knows is the Magnificent Mile in Chicago. How many black people have an office there? So I was shut down by Better Business Bureau because they feel I have a hole in the wall. I have to threaten them and say Donald Trump don't have a hole in the wall in his Trump Towers. So I figured in the Prudential Building, which is a landmark of Chicago, there's nowhere a hole in the wall. So you need to set my records back to B+, because I will not pay for an A just because to get a little emblem saying that I'm with Better Business Bureau. But saying all that, the challenges were too much. You conquer one, you go to another one. You conquer one, you go to another one. I decided to come back home. Now, when I came back home, I thought it was going to be easy. Oh, that was the biggest challenge. But guess what? I said I swam with the sharks in Chicago. Definitely the guppies wouldn't get me. So I've been working together with the youths of the Gambia. It has been a very, very tough, challenge because the government doesn't help. I push them. I'm in every office in the Gambia. I created platforms for the youths of the Gambia. My initiative was to come and create a modeling agency because I had a modeling and talent agency in Chicago. And through the modeling and talent agency, you are developing talent for casting directors. So you tend to interact a lot with these youths. So I thought that was going to be something very, very good for Africa. But when I came, I realized they were not ready. What most of these young girls see as modeling or acting was a whole different vibe. They thought this was a platform to get to Europe. This was a platform to, be with a European, to travel to Europe. And that was very disappointing. So I switched. Now, I have two programs running. One is going, this is the second term, which is for boys, is the wrestling. I'm the only female doing wrestling in Gambia. No, I don't wrestle, but I do tackle. So anyway, last year was my first one. It was tough. I invited all the houses from the president's office to Senegal, Gambia and Senegal. I had only a few delegates that came because of my relationship with them. And there was a big sabotage because I'm a woman. And they were like, oh, she's a woman. What does she know about wrestling? I pushed. Of course, I was negative. My pocket was negative because it was all personally funded. But guess what? I'm back on this year. They already called. What happened? We didn't hear you this year. What's going on? I said, don't worry, I'm coming. So right now, as I speak to you, it's because I was invited to be here, and I decided, they're working behind me. All the letters are gone, all the way to the president's office again. And this is what I tell them. You don't expect the youth to vote for you when election comes, when you ain't doing nothing for them. You create a platform. And the only way you can create a platform and send a message to them is what they can relate to. What can they relate to? Entertainment, art. You create a platform for them. You can send a message. You can sensitize them through these events, through these creative arts, entertainment art. The entertainment industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry everywhere else in the world. In Africa, we downplay it. We downplay it. And if you look at the US today, rappers, people like P. Diddy, they were from the hood. But look at him today, he's an entrepreneur. And they're inspiring other kids to get out of the hood. So if that's not inspiration enough, I don't know what is. And whatever message you want to send, this is the platform to send it. This is why I'm here, because it's about the art. I've been in this industry for 30 years. Okay, don't guess my age. For 30 years, and I know it works. It's the only way you can talk to the youth. It's the only way you can relate. Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to deliver, sensitizing about their behavior, about how to, comport themselves. It's this platform. And not only that, now you're bringing out their talents. Because not all of us or all of them can sit in an office. These wrestlers, for example, that I'm promoting, they can't sit in an office. Most of them are not educated. Most of them are from the back way boys. They went back way. You're talking about migration. They just came back. Some of them came back, and they have zero platform. So guess what? I create a platform where every year they can come and, showcase their talent through fighting. And it's a traditional mbapat, so it's not like you're really hurting each other. It's a traditional, the wrestling where they hold each other and stuff like that. The traditional, which is a culture of Gambia. So that's the platform I created. Trust me, up to today, they're telling me it shouldn't happen because I don't know what I'm doing. Now, that's one platform. I have another one for girls, which is called the Miss Senegambia. I own the rights to both countries. Now, Miss Senegambia is a pageantry, but it's not your regular pageantry because I don't do regular pageantries. I do something that educates. It's a boot camp for 5 months. We talk about taking out girl-child marriage. But when you take all these things out, I'm not saying it should be there. It's wrong. But guess what? What platform did you lay out? Now, this old woman takes her daughter, 12 years, give it to the old man. Guess what? The old man is funding the whole family to eat. Now you take that out. Now you sit there looking at your daughter. Fatu, guess what? We ain't got nothing to eat. You need to go find something to bring home. What is she gonna do? We have a place in Gambia called Senegambia. They go out there and prostitute. Because there is no platform. We got how many millions of euros coming in for the youths? But they create forums. I have never seen so many forums in my life. The youths that they're creating these forums for cannot even spell the word forum. They don't even know how it looks like. They think it's a Chinese or something. That is all, everything is done so, bureaucratically. And then you wonder why nothing is being done. Just like the guy was saying, right here outside, there's no access for disability. But where are we? Everybody sits and talk and be beautiful, all these things. Impressive. But it doesn't get the work done. I went to United Nations, I put my programs in. Oh, it doesn't align with what we have on the paper. I said, what does align? This is why Ebola happened and people died before you came, because you were waiting for something to align. We need to change this. So these are the challenges I'm facing coming back home, and it is so disheartening because, like I said, we can do better. We can do better. And if it takes for us to go out there and do it through art and peace, then so be it. Because I think this is the only thing left on the platform to promote and to also, empower the youth of Africa, because they're the next generation. Thank you.